Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for this video, I figured. I know previously I stated I wasn't going to be talking about the 2016 election, but in the previous video that I've done, I referenced to it. So now, since thankfully the 2016 election is thankfully over, and I figured, hey, do a review on it. So that's what the start of this video is. To review the 2016 presidential election, and all I can say is, thank God Hillary lost. That's all I have. This is pretty much all I have to say. Say on it. Even though I was not supporting Donald Trump at all. I was not supporting Hillary Clinton at all, because both candidates suck. This has to be like the worst presidential election ever. The worst. Because both candidates are that bad, that horrible. There's no way. Excuse me, I have a allergy on my throat, so if I sound a little funny, you know why. Because both candidates are that horrible, and that bad. Was not a fan of either one of them. Originally, I was going to vote for Donald Trump originally, but as soon as he made that comment about Megyn Kelly, in the very first Republican debate back in, I think it was July 2016, or July 2015, I should say, it turned me off. No way was I going to vote for somebody after making a comment like that. In case you don't know what the comment I'm talking about, in case you forgot, the comment was that in the very first Republican debate, when you had about 17 Republican candidates, the first question that was asked to Donald Trump by Fox News host Megyn Kelly was to Donald Trump, and I'm paraphrasing what she said, asking him about all those comments he made towards women, calling them fat pigs, calling them slobs, and of course Trump said only to Rosie O'Donnell. And the next day, of course, Trump is he's addicted to Twitter. So he made a comment saying, hey, Megyn Kelly must be bleeding out for whatever, for asking a question like that. Now that just ticked me off. Because it's one thing for Trump to say, if Trump said, I don't think the question was appropriate, the first question she asked me had to be about my past, past comments towards women. I think that was totally inappropriate question. Now, if he said that, at least we have a little more respect for the guy. But he had to, stick it to Megyn Kelly by saying, hey, she must be bleeding out for whatever. That's it. And not voting for, and was not voting for Donald Trump at all because of that. Because it totally ticked me off. As a potential voter, I was not going to vote for somebody who makes a comment like that. And I had this argument with my father. He says, "Oh, she set him up for that question." And it's an appropriate question to ask because he made all these comments before. And so, she's part of the liberal media. My father keeps going on and on, but Megyn Kelly is part of the liberal media. And he said there might be so, but she did not deserve to have Trump make a comment like that to her. And my father says, you says to me, you're right. She did not deserve that comment. I said, you might complain about the, stupid liberal bias and the media bias and all this crap. But that's an excuse what Trump said. It's like excuse me 1 second. This here is going me nuts. It doesn't excuse what Trump said about. It's no excuse whatsoever to say that about somebody. And he says, you're right. And of course, so the whole time, Trump is making all these comments about how biased liberal media is. And it's true. The majority of the media, except for Fox News and Sean Hannity, which I'm eventually going to get to, the majority of the media is biased towards Republicans as a whole. No matter if, it doesn't matter if you believe what the Republican Party stands for or whatever. The media always blasts them. And that last time they really didn't blast the Republican candidate was when Reagan was president. When Reagan was running for re-election in 1984, I know it was a long time ago, but that was really the last time when the media didn't really blast him. And every Republican candidate since then, including both Bushes, including McCain, Romney, and of course now with Trump, they always bash the Republican candidates no matter what. No matter what. So, and of course this time was worse because they're always focusing on the stuff that Trump has said towards women. And most of this stuff is coming out of the Hillary, either NBC or or the Hillary group or the Hillary campaign people. One of them, of course, in particular, one of the most infamous ones was the one with the former Miss, I think it was Miss Universe or something for Columbia, who gained. It was back in the like 96, 97, where I forgot her name, but she gained about 60 or 70 pounds, and during her time as Miss, I think it was like either Miss Universe, I think it was, and of course Trump called Miss Piggy for gaining weight. Now at that time, of course, Trump was not a politician. He was not running for any office. He was not holding any office anywhere. And he was a businessman who happened to run or own these pageants. So he has a right to say, hey, it's not right for you to gain. It's true he went over the line by calling her Miss Piggy, but true, she gained a whole bunch of weight. Say, hey, if you don't lose this weight, you might have to pull it out. And of course, she did show they did a whole publicity thing with her working out to control her weight, because true beauty pageant contestants have to be a certain body type, a certain weight. Now, I would never be able to win weight because I'm fat. So there's no way that I'm going to win anything. But with her gaining all that weight, I mean, it's ridiculous. Whatever happened to the Miss America pageant, which is the most famous one? Whatever that happens to, let's say, Vanessa Williams. Well, Vanessa Williams had a different controversy. But what if somebody said that to her, call her Miss Piggy? I mean, I don't think it would be it would be worse for Miss America thing. But Bert Parks, who was on the Miss America pageant then, if he said something like that to a contestant that gained like 50, 60 pounds, he would have been fired immediately. But since Trump ran the whole thing, he was able to get away with it. But me, with Trump winning, of course, Trump would be like the fifth person to win the election without winning the popular vote. Of course, what happened in 2000 was exactly the same thing that happened in 2000. When George W. Bush won the election and didn't win the popular vote. And you know why? Because the popular vote does not elect the President of the United States. It's the electoral college. Because each state has a certain amount of electoral votes. And it goes by, excuse me for a minute, it goes by population. And that's why California has the most, with 55 electoral votes, because it has the biggest population of any state in the country. So you have to win enough states to get the votes. And you have to win like a certain amount of votes because each state has X amount of votes. So if you win the right combination of states, you win those votes and you get the 270 electoral votes. And I think Trump got 289 votes total. So it's just under 290 electoral votes. With with Hillary is concerned, all I can say is thank God she didn't win, because it's going to be a nightmare. I think it's going to be just as bad with Trump, because all the stuff that Trump has said, not again to Trump's policies. I know it's been 10 minutes without even talking about Trump's policies. He's not going to build that wall. Of course, the wall I'm talking about is the wall he wants to put up on the border, the U.S. border between the United States and Mexico. Because all these Mexicans are illegally climbing over the wall, coming over the fence, to get into the country illegally. And of course, it's not all, or anybody comes into the country illegally, no matter what country they're from, they're breaking the law. Even if they don't do anything else in the United States, they are breaking the law. Technically and officially, they are breaking the law because they're in this country illegally. Period. Even if they don't do anything else, but let the, let's say, visas lapse or come in across the border illegally, they are breaking the law. All right. They're not going to get flack for it, but they are breaking the law and being in this country illegally. So Trump wants to build up a bigger wall and try and cover at least much of the southern border as possible, and if not the whole thing. But he's not going to get that bill. He's not getting that bill because there's too many politically correct people in this country who's going to be protesting that wall like crazy, and it's going to probably have a big sign on it that says Trump sign on that wall. So the wall is not going to be built. The jobs are not going to come back to this country. He's not going to give me a job. I'm a photographer, okay? Trump or no matter who's in the White House, not one of them is going to give me a job. I need a goddamn job. Not one of them is going to give me a fucking job. To say my grandma, nobody's going to give me a job. Guaranteed. That's why I'm still unemployed, because nobody's giving me a goddamn job, no matter who's in office. And Trump is not going to give me a job. That's for damn sure. True, Trump doesn't know who I am, but he's not going to give me a job. Neither will Hillary or whoever happens to be in the White House for the next 4 years. Nobody. So jobs are not going to come back. Businesses are not going to come back. The industry is not going to come back. And it's going to be the same thing with Hillary Clinton, because none of them are going to come back because the taxes are too high. You have to deal. In some cases, you have to deal with unions, and that's why all the jobs went to Mexico and to Europe and to China, because it's cheap. It's cheaper there. You don't have to spend at least $15 an hour for minimum wage for jobs for these people, because the rate is different in different countries in terms of the living wage. So that's why all the jobs were in other countries than the United States. It's so damn expensive to live in this country that's why a lot of jobs or a lot of people are unemployed, like myself, and all this stuff. So that's why people are not, or these businesses are not hiring people here in the United States, because the taxes are so high, the insurance is a disaster. And of course, businesses, especially people who could afford to open a business, which is very few, they're being taxed so much that they rather spend the money on paying the taxes than paying money to hire people. That's what it is. They rather spend money on paying the taxes because they tax so much. That's why Trump wants to cut the taxes. Because if you figure the taxes are low for people who are millionaires and billionaires, they could afford to hire people. But the thing is, the people who can afford to open up businesses in the United States and to hire people in the United States are not hiring them because of all the stuff that's going on. And Trump knows this because he's a businessman. So I figure if he could cut deals to have people open up businesses and to hire people in the United States, if he cut all that stuff out, maybe the business will be better here in the United States. That's not going to happen. None of the stuff that that Trump has said it's going to happen. None of it's going to happen at all. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And if Trump tries to do anything, he's going to be cut. Even though the Republicans still control the House and the Senate, after the 2016 election, the Republican Party hates his guts because he beat everybody. Now proves they beat everybody. He even beat Hillary Clinton. So even in spite of that, the Republicans are not on his side. They're not going to do a goddamn thing at all to stop what he's doing, and it's really going to be really pathetic to see how Trump is going to do it, because if Trump is going to be just as bad as Hillary Clinton is. Right? He's that bad, folks. He's that bad. And if Hillary was elected, it would be 10 times worse. If Hillary was elected over Trump. The only reason why I wanted Trump to lose was I wanted to see Sean Hannity who has his program, the Fox News channel. I wanted to see him kill himself on live TV. That's it. Because I couldn't stand Sean Hannity. Once in a while, we'll watch the Sean Hannity show when he doesn't have Trump on, or doesn't talk about Trump, or doesn't talk about the election, or he talks about other issues, like the incident with the Baltimore cops, which was good in, or maybe non-political stuff. He's good at it, but he constantly had Donald Trump on just about every single night. Pretty much during at least two or three times a week, he had Trump on. If not Trump himself, then either his kid, Don Jr., his campaign manager, he had his Newt Gingrich on just about every night, which physically makes me sick. Newt Gingrich. He had constantly had the same people on the show every fucking night. Every night. I mean, it's like, oh god, he's on there again. I'm going to click. Change the channel. He's going to keep on the same bullshit every single night. And I couldn't stand it anymore. And he was pushing Trump so that I couldn't take it anymore. I just couldn't take it anymore. And he keeps bringing up the same fact with stupid Hillary Clinton with her being sick. And he was constantly showing this one particular video with Hillary's health concerns, with Hillary's head going like this. And one video with her head jerking back like that. I mean, it's like, come on. I mean, true, I'm no fan of Hillary. Like I said earlier, I'm not a fan of Hillary Clinton, but constantly showing that stuff. I mean, it's like, again, he's showing that again. He's bringing it up again and again and again and again and again and again. I couldn't take it anymore. So that's why he said I want Trump to lose. So maybe, God willing, Hannity will kill himself on live TV. I still want him to kill himself because I can't stand his show anymore. He's going to have, I'm telling you, tonight's show, the day after the 2016 election, which is the day you're recording this video, I'm telling you now, the first guest he's going to have Donald Trump. He's going to have Newt Gingrich on. He's going to have maybe Rudy Giuliani, which is the only guest that affairs they tolerate, because I like Rudy. He's going to have these people on again, and Hannity makes me sick. Hannity literally makes me sick. I mean, I tell you, the only person who works for the Fox News channel is disappointed in Donald Trump's victory is Megyn Kelly, for obvious reasons, which I went into it earlier, and I'm going to bring it up again. One topic I want to bring up about the 2016 election before I end this video is all these phony Hollywood celebrities who threaten to move to Canada if Trump is elected. Well, that's not going to happen. Because I'm telling you now, almost the same celebrities who threatened in 2004 to move to Canada if George W. Bush was reelected, it didn't do it. Alec Baldwin threatened to move to Canada in 2004, didn't do it. The stupid Dixie chicks who can't die fast enough to, for me. Same thing as Alec Baldwin, he can't die fast enough either. They didn't move to Canada. I know Rosie O'Donnell should get the fuck off the planet. I'm serious. Rosie, everyone have to wait for a Republican or Donald Trump to get reelected. She should get the hell off the planet. Rosie O'Donnell being the fat, phony bitch that she is. I don't know, maybe we should do a video on her. she had threatened to move to Pluto. Do it now. You shouldn't wait to the results of the election. She should have moved already. Because she hasn't made a good movie or a good album in years. I was a fan of Shears for a little bit, for about like for a little while, but especially when she did Moonstruck. But after that, she hasn't made a decent movie since. She hasn't made an overwhelming album in about like approximately about 5 to 10 years. So she should just get out. She should just get out. And Miley Cyrus, get out. And Lady Gaga was protesting in front of Trump's tower in Manhattan. She should get out. Katy Perry, get out. Or get out. Don't threaten. Do it. Do it. I like to see them do it, which they won't do it. They will not do it. They will not move out to Canada. They will not move to Canada. They will not move out of the United. It will not renounce the U.S. citizenship. They're not going to do it. They can threaten what they want, but not. But now that Trump has won, they are not going. I'm telling you, guys, now, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it because they suck. Because they're a bunch of stupid liberal wussies. I said wussies, okay? So nobody comments that I said the P word, alright? And so they're a bunch of wussies who threaten to do something, they don't get their way, and they're crying about it. And after the crying stops, they won't do what they threaten to do, and that's move out. So I can't believe I almost spent 22 minutes for this video already. But these people should just get the hell out. All these liberal phonies, liberal Hollywood phonies should just get out. Rosie O'Donnell should be the first to go. To me, she should be the first one to go. And maybe you should do a video on that. But Rosie should be out the door because again, she's the one who started this crap with Trump. Trump didn't start crap with her. Rosie started crap with him first. Which is another issue, which is this video is going on so long already. So that's my. But Rosie should just get out, along with the other Hollywood phonies who threatened to move after Trump won. Get out already. Just get out. Just shut up and get out. If you don't like who's running this country, why the hell they run? Those fucking cowards, why the hell they run? The reason why they don't run is because all the crap about them will come up, like it did with Trump or Bush or with Romney, with McCain, or any other politician, because all the crap came up on them. Or on the politicians, crap will come up on them. That's why they don't run. Those cowards. So let me my take on the 2016 election results. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel. And please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all of my videos not only on my YouTube channel, but at rallyc.com. That's all WDY. C.com. There's a homepage of the Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. Check out all of his content on his website, and please watch all of my videos. Some of my videos I don't get as many views as I should. Please check out all my videos. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time, and go Trump.